Solstice of Heroes has always had absolute garbage for weapons, but this year they decided to make them actually good, and they added a new weapon. So in this video, I'm going to go over every Solstice weapon worth grinding for in PvE, and actually show them off since I already have every one of these roles. I'm Marshix, and I make videos. If you find this helpful, all I ask for is a like down below. All of these weapons have access to the Dreamwork Origin trait. This will partially reload it whenever you assist a teammate in getting a kill. So if I tag this enemy, and my friend gets the kill, my weapon will go back up to 10. It's not as good as it used to be, but I'm not really complaining. Also, all of these weapons are enhanceable, so if you find a god roll, you can dump all of your life savings into them to make them slightly better. The brand new weapon this year is Fortunate Star, and fortunately, this is the best legendary bow in the game. That is Void. There are two ways you could take this bow. You can make it fire much faster than normal, or destroy multiple enemies per shot. For the faster firing roll, I recommend Archer's Tempo and Archer's Gambit. Both of these will increase your fire rate after each precision kill. The only difference being that Archer's Gambit is a stronger effect, and because of that, it has a trade-off, being that you have to hip fire it. Whereas Archer's Tempo gives you a smaller buff, but it has no downside. So with both of these together, each hip-fired headshot will speed up every following shot by a noticeable amount. Now let's compare that to a normal version with neither of these perks. Big difference. But if hitting headshots with this is difficult, you can also go with hipfire grip. This will make it much easier to hit your shots while hipfiring. Now the ad clearing roll is amazing too. It gets the usual combo of destabilizing rounds to make enemies volatile after every kill, and repulsor brace to give you an overshield each time you kill one of those volatile targets. So just get one kill to make everything volatile, kill one volatile target, then it will explode and likely take out multiple others. And this roll fits perfectly in the most Void builds and certain prismatic builds that rely heavily on applying debuffs and gaining buffs like overshields. Or if you really just don't care about overshields, you can also swap out repulsor brace for loose change. Loose change will give you extra aim assist, reload speed, and movement speed each time you apply a debuff. So basically every kill with destabilizing rounds. This will be active most of the time, making it feel a lot better to use and helping bad players hit their shots. Something new is ironically an old weapon that is a reskin of an even older weapon. So the name is a complete lie. This is a stasis hand cannon that really gets only one good PvE roll, and that is Demolitionist plus Headstone. Demolitionist gives you grenade energy after every kill, and Headstone will create a stasis crystal with every precision kill. The reason this is so strong is because of a stasis fragment called Whisper of Shards. This will increase your grenade regen each time you shoot a stasis crystal, and that will include the crystals from Headstone. So not only do you get the grenade energy from the initial kill, you also get grenade energy from the stasis crystal too. And because this is a primary weapon, it can also take advantage of Whisper of Rending to break those stasis crystals in only one shot. And Whisper of Fissures will also make these crystals deal more damage in a larger radius, making it really strong for ad clear too. Stasis subclasses are kinda useless right now, but this weapon does bring a lot of value to it, so I'm definitely gonna play around with some new stasis builds. This weapon also gets good reload perks like Feeding Frenzy and Subsistence, as well as really good damage perks like Kill Clip, Frenzy, Explosive Payload, and Vorpal Weapon. While it does get all of these great perks, there are so many better hand cannons out there for PvE, so the only role I really recommend is Demolitionist plus Headstone. But if you're a newer player who doesn't have any good hand cannons, this could be good with some of the other perks that I mentioned before. But at some point, you will want to upgrade to something new. This is the best shotgun in Destiny 2, if you have never seen any other shotgun in Destiny 2. Compass Rose is alright, however there isn't anything really special about it. The only roll I kinda recommend is 1-2 Punch to increase your melee damage after every shot, and pair that with Grave Robber so it will reload after every melee kill. This roll is really good, but there are so many other shotguns out there that are the same but better. Wastelander gets 1-2 Punch and Lead from Gold for more ammo. Swordbreaker gets 1-2 Punch and Pugilist so you can always get your melee energy back. And the Ikelos shotgun gets the exact same roll and it holds more ammo. But if you don't have any of these other shotguns, Compass Rose is worth keeping an eye out for. Now probably the best weapon of the bunch is Crowning Duolog. This is a precision frame rocket launcher, so it deals a little bit less damage than most other rockets, but it has built-in tracking, which normally takes up an extra perk slot. So it's kinda like this gets 3 main perks instead of 2. It also gets the best damage perk on rockets, Bait and Switch. Hit an enemy with all 3 of your weapons, and this will get one of the highest damage buffs in the game. So we're going to pair this with Reconstruction to give us 2 rockets and reload it over time. This is the same roll that Apex Predator gets, and that's a raid weapon. This just comes from Bonfire Bash, and it has built-in tracking too. I'm sure Apex is still better mathematically, but this is much easier to get and much easier to use, so casual players and solo players should definitely grab this while it's available. And if you aren't able to get one with Reconstruction, don't worry, because auto-loading holster does basically the same thing. Pair this with Izanagi's Burden or any other good special weapon, and you can swap between the two and never have to reload your rocket. Another interesting roll on this is Bait and Switch with Air Trigger. This will increase your ammo reserves from 10 to 12, so you'll have much higher total damage, and it will drastically increase your reload speed while you're in the air. And that's not really a problem, since you can just shoot, hop to reload, then shoot again. So not only are you getting a higher total damage, you're also getting a higher damage per second. Just make sure you aren't hopping in front of your teammates while they're doing the same thing. Although, killing your teammates would, in theory, increase your DPS. But if you don't care about this rocket and you're looking to get Apex Predator as a solo player, check out this video for every solo raid chest in Destiny 2. Thanks for watching, I'm Marshix, and I'll see you next time.